Kelsey Parker had to cancel the public Q&A session during her appearance at the Baby Show in London on Saturday, after her podcast co-host, Georgia Jones, withdrew from the event earlier in the week. Georgia, who co-hosts Mum's the Word with Kelsey, pulled out following the fallout from her husband Danny Jones's late-night kiss with a celebrity. "Get me out of here." Star Maura Higgins at a Brits after-party last weekend. Attending the event solo, Kelsey still took part in the scheduled talk, but according to sources, it wrapped up 15 minutes early, and she skipped the audience Q&A. A source told Mail Online that Georgia's absence had been planned after her husband's actions made headlines. Sitting down for a Q&A in front of a live audience is the last thing Georgia needs right now, the insider shared. "She's absolutely mortified by how this has all played out and feels incredibly humiliated." Neither Georgia nor Danny, who have been married since 2014, have addressed the situation publicly since footage emerged of him sharing a drunken kiss with Maura, 34. Reports suggest Georgia has not recorded any new episodes of their podcast since The Sun released the clip. The Brit Awards video, allegedly taken just before 3 a.m., shows Danny and Maura standing close together, chatting intimately before he appears to quickly kiss her. They later left the venue as part of a larger group, including Danny's McFly bandmate Tom Fletcher, before Maura headed home alone in a taxi. An eyewitness at the event said, "Danny and Maura were having a great time. It looked like they had a brief drunken kiss. They've developed a close friendship since meeting in the jungle and were talking and laughing for ages." Although they sat at separate tables during the Brits ceremony at the O2 Arena, exclusive Mail Online footage from the after-party showed them seated together, with Maura at one point resting her head on Danny's shoulder. A source added, "Danny seemed to be giving Maura advice, and at one stage, he put his arm around her." 1 week later, it has now been reported that Danny and Maura partied at a hotel until 6 a.m. drinking wine after their Brit Awards party kiss. A new video has emerged of the pair sharing a bottle of wine together after the Brit Awards. The video, obtained by The Sun, the pair are seen chatting together, while laughing and both holding two filled-up glasses of wine in Nobu Hotel in central London. The pair are said to have travelled by car separately across London to a Sony party at Nobu Hotel in Marylebone. A source told the publication, "Danny and Maura seemed to be enjoying their night of partying and had no plans to call it a night. They were knocking back wine at the Nobu from 4 a.m. and seemed keen to carry on. They weren't seen leaving before 6 a.m. It comes after the latest episode of Mum's the Word with Kelsey and Georgia was released on Monday. However, the episode had been recorded before the scandal broke. In the episode, Georgia and Kelsey spoke about being present with their children, adjusting to a recent house move, and even touched on Georgia's trip to Australia to visit Danny while he was in the I'm a Celebrity jungle. At one point, Georgia became emotional when Kelsey showered her with compliments after a listener asked them to share what they admired most about each other. Clearly touched, Georgia responded, "Thanks, or Kels. Don't, because I'll cry," before quickly adding, "Nah, I'm alright, I'm not in an emotional vulnerable state today, so we're okay." Kelsey then reassured listeners, saying, "Georgia's tired, but she's a different tired.